Hey, just call me Mr. Back to Back, okay? I know you guys didn't believe in me, but I'm gonna start taking this seriously. Well, at least posting a little bit more often. But just wanted to do a little quick video. Well, which is fun. Yeah, she was sleeping. Now she's up now. Okay, well, she's like, okay, we're doing a video. We're doing a video. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Yeah, all my videos are supposed to be like super quick, but I am Diamond One and Yapping, so it never really goes that way. And it's okay because I don't know. You guys let me know if it's okay or not, but I just get the yapping and just running it. I hit the record button and I just go whatever is on the video when I'm done is going on my profile. Okay, so let me know in the comments below if you like that or not. Um, if you don't, I'll try to change it. I just don't like the look of me just going like. Duh, 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 duh. Also, it's a lot easier for me to edit my videos. I like the minimalist look of my videos, so I try to do that. But anyways, see, I'm doing it right now. I'm literally yapping right now. I just want to talk about this. I'm scrolling on TikTok, right, and I'm seeing the Superman versus Goku power scaling debate pop back up. I'm like, what is going on here? I thought we were moving past this. I thought we were evolving as a community, and I thought we were just gonna let this go. But for me, it was always when I see people debate about it, it always came from like it's more of a faction thing, whereas American comics versus the manga community or Japanese comics, which I think that's implied when I say manga, but whatever. And it kind of always has me thinking about the fact that I'm probably never going to attempt to even dive into the American comic scene. And when I say American comics, I'm mostly talking about DC and Marvel, the Goliaths, the two planets. Those are the ones I'm talking about. So when I say American comics, I'm mostly talking about them. But in general, I am kind of talking about American comics because I don't read any. I read straight manga. And one of the first reasons I don't I don't care to even when I want to dive into it is the fact there's so many different writers for one character, one story. I mean, how many writers have how many writers have written a Superman story or a Batman story or a Wonder Woman story or this story? I'm like, essentially, like Superman is Drake, right? He's just it's not really a story anymore, or a character. It's more of a corporation, more of a business, capitalism masquerading as a story. And I'm not saying that that people that write Superman comics or people that work with the I don't know those I don't know the 5,000 different timelines they have aren't good writers. If anything, that makes me feel even more conflicted about it because now I'm thinking like, damn, all these good writers had to cook in someone else's kitchen, you know. And the fact that like the characters keep evolving and they keep having different people in charge all of the time leans towards when they change Iron Man to being black or Superman to being black because they don't want to put down the Superman symbol, lay it to rest, and let a new writer come in, let a new hero come in. I don't know why they do that. So that's why people like freak out when Thor turns into a woman or blah 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 because it's not the same writer, it's not the same brain. It's not the same world coming from the same guys. It's a different person. But I don't know why these writers just can't write their own stories. If anything, I feel like Superman in DC and all those guys are contributing to borderline racism because they know what they're doing. Maybe they think they're doing a good thing, but ironically, what they're doing is they're cucking writers and making the fanboys hate black people. I don't know. It's like I mean, that's like one of my biggest things is that I don't feel like I'm reading a story that has soul. I feel like I'm reading a story that's trying to make money, which it is the same thing for like mangas too. Like Shonen Jump, they trying to make money too, but it's different because I know in the back end, you're probably, I mean, you at most a lot of the times you're only gonna get two writers. It's a duo, right? Maybe one writes, one draws, or maybe there's two writers. Who knows? But for the most part, 99% of the time it's going to be just one person writing it, and then you'll have like a bunch of different editors, and then yeah, that's when you have that a completely different problem going on. But I'm okay with that problem versus just like having like I don't know, it's kind of like all is it one for all kind of trope going on where it's just Superman keeps getting handed down through generation, which in theory, it's a really cool idea. But for me personally, when I'm reading stories, I want to see or just trying to see the philosophy of this person and not so much getting behind like a conglomerate. I don't know. The other thing is that it just feels so hard to get into American comics or you know, aka DC Marvel. Even though I've seen like a couple of videos saying like it's not that hard. You don't really even have to like read a lot of the old ones or I don't know, something like that. But then I'll see like a power scaling debate where they're talking about like actually Superman was threatening to destroy an entire timeline. And you see this chart right here? This little bubble is actually infinite space. Man, dude, what do you mean? So, and then then you're like reading a Superman comic, you'll see like I don't know, Spider-Man, Iron Man. I know I'm probably wrong with that, but you know what I mean. It's like a bunch of different characters, different stories, and it's just that, and it's just like a big melting pot of mush. And I don't want to look at an hour-long YouTube video or a manual to try to get into like a certain fandom. I want to do one thing. Turn to page 1, chapter 1, and then go to the end. That's all I want. It's such a barrier of entry, even if like there's any American comic people listening to this video right now, even if I'm wrong on that, from anyone from an outsider looking in, that's what it looks like, even if it's not objectively true. And that shouldn't be there. I think the biggest barrier for the manga community is the One Piece. I'm not reading all of that. I'm not watching all of that. I get that. But they can see the path. All they have to do is click One Piece, chapter 1, and just start flipping the page. Other thing is, we have apps like Shonen Jump, we have Crunchyroll, which is like centered around anime, and then it'll gateway you into reading the manga itself. I don't know. I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong on this. I am speaking from ignorance from certain areas. This is one of them. I don't know where that is in the American comic world. I don't know if that's a thing. As far as I know, is that you just have comic shops. And from what I've heard, they get most of their sales from the manga community. So I don't know. It's expensive, dude. Shonen Jump, $3 a month. I can read infinite mangas. They post the new releases. They have a bunch of content creators like covering them. It's not as hard to get into. And that's the other thing that I want to jump into is, we have apps like Crunchyroll. You guys have Hollywood. It's like, okay, damn, we're remaking Spider-Man again. We're remaking Superman again. We're remaking this again. Remakes. One more remake. Stop the remakes. You guys need an area where you guys can make like miniseries of smaller characters or new generations, it comes with its own pros and cons, because in the manga community we still got, you know, the anime unks talking about how DBZ is the best anime ever, and then we got the 15-year-old kid talking about how Solo Leveling's, you know, S tier writing. We have that. It comes with its pros and cons, but that's what you want to build community. I don't see anyone talking about how, you know, Mr. Super Green is way better than Superman. I don't really see those debates. All I see is, you know, Wolverine versus Hulk, Iron Man versus Speed, Flash, Flash versus Superman. It's like I mean, again, anime community has the same thing, but I feel like if you are in the community even for a little bit, you'll see more diverse conversations happening. And I don't really see that with the American comics. I do love the fact that people are like really hyping up The Boys and Invincible. I know they're like outside DC and Marvel, but you guys need more things like that. You need like a hub where it just focus on comics, American comics. And you guys just need that. And I feel like that would be, and then, you show people like, oh, $5 a month. You can just, here you go, enjoy it. And it just make it a little less complicated, make it a little bit more accessible for, you know, the community to engage. Because every time I see people that focus mainly on American comics, and I'm not saying the manga community is just like inherently pure and good and innocent and we do every single thing right. What I'm saying is, when I see those debates happening in the American comic, you know, place, those environments, it's just something about it. It just feels icky and gross. Not that we're not slimy either, but I don't know. It just feels like a chaotic world where the rules was made up by a madman. And I just can't get off into it. I get more joy from American comics just watching like, I don't know, a 2 hour long dive of Spider-Man. I'm like, okay, I think I got everything I need to get. Spider-Man's pretty cool. We'll see what the new actor in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, when we get Spider-Man Generation 27. You know, I'm just getting tired of it. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I really want to dive into American comics. If anyone sees this video and they're like, this guy's spitting hot garbage, he doesn't understand, please hit me up in the comments. I'm very active in the comments. My channel's pretty small. It's pretty manageable. So if you see this and you're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, please hit me up. I will take the advice if it's reasonable. But as of right now, I'm not fucking with American comics. I think they're garbage. I love the designs of manga way better. I feel like there's way more heart and soul in mangas. I've read mangas that are 16 chapters that I would, if I had to delete that manga versus Superman, I would I wouldn't even have to. You wouldn't even finish the statement. I'm like, I don't care. Just delete. Actually, go ahead and delete all of DC for 16 chapters of a manga. I've read so many mangas. Look. If there's a way for me to get into American comics, anyone sees this video, please let me know. As of right now, these are the reasons I just think American comics just kind of suck. I do have my favorite characters. Like I think Spider-Man is awesome. I think Batman's awesome. I think those all. But if you ask me to name any niche superhero in DC, Marvel comics, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, because they're too busy spending millions of dollars on remaking the same fucking movie 1,000 fucking times. Meanwhile, in the anime community, hey, name your top 50. Name your top 50. Anyone that's been reading mangas or watching anime for like at least a couple years can do that. Don't know. Easy. I just don't know. I don't know. I just I feel like I would have a hard time getting past the 20 something without just naming characters they know. But again, who knows? I could be wrong. I'm not making these videos to be like I'm the pinnacle of knowledge and everything that's right. I'm just a guy making a video, reaching out to my community that I enjoy. But yeah, anyways, that's just spitball for a little minute. Just wanted to make that video, and yeah, bye. Yeah, did I just do this? Oh, we might have to delete this whole video.